Hey, 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 happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. How are you? Okay, I am so excited today. We are here. We are in the Six Figures Coaches, Consultants, and Course Creators Club, and we are here on our Wednesday training. Thank you so much for being here. If you're helping off live, right now, just tell me where you're at and tell me what the weather is like. And also hop in with like any conversations or questions that you want to ask me while I'm doing live. If you're watching the replay, say hashtag replay. Just let me know that you have stopped by and watched today's training video. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Janet Soriano, and we are here to support you through your business goals to help you hit your six-figure mark in your business. I am a business coach and also a web designer, and I help coaches, consultants, and course creators hit that six-figure mark in their business and get more clients through my coaching, through my web design business, and all of that. Today we're going to be talking. Let me just pull up my notes here and see if we're actually live. Say hi if you're live. If you're watching me. Okay. Um, Hi, Louis. Nice. You're watching. We're in New York City. The weather today is fantastic over here. It's like nice, shiny, and it's kind of like not very. It's not cold at all. It's like I even took out my coat when I was getting in the car today. So um okay, so today we're going to be talking about four business principles to get a constant flow of clients. So if you're interested of getting clients, you need more clients, here's how to get them. Okay, so if you want to, if you're in business, if you're a coach or a consultant, you're a course creator, even if you're a product based business, these four principles, if you apply them to your business, can really help you start getting a constant flow of clients. So it's going to be very good and interesting things that I'm going to show you today. The only thing is that if you're in this training, right, and you're watching this video and you're learning these things, but you're not going ahead and implementing these things, it's going to be hard for you to actually see the results from, the thing, right? It's like you, yeah, maybe you don't know how to get clients, but if you don't implement the things to get clients, you're not going to get clients. I'm not sure if you get me right there, but yeah, that's the deal, right? So the deal is if you're watching today's training, that you learn what I'm telling you here, and that you implement it in your business so you can see the results in your business, right? So it's not just about like learning and going ahead and going to the next best thing, but it's actually learning, implementing to actually see the results, right? um, there are moments in like where we feel frustrated because the sometimes clients are not flowing in, and sometimes we may be implementing and doing a lot of things in our business, and we're not actually seeing the results of the fruition right away. um we just have to, like, whether you're just starting out or you're just a few years in business, take a moment to like look back at where you were a few years from where you started today, right? um, and if you can be able to reflect on how much progress and momentum that you're having now compared to what you had maybe 6 years ago, then you can be able to see how much you have grown and how much you have been able to move past obstacles even when you thought you couldn't, right? So, for example, the other day, here at this office, I was just looking around and just reflecting on the fact that, oh my God, like I have this amazing office. And it's like, I remembered when I was starting out my business, and I didn't have this office, right? I was living in a room with my stepmother's house, and I had this little one one table of like a student table, from when I was in high school, and I just had my laptop and a lot of books, like everything just crunched together. But I had the vision and I had the idea and I had like my vision board on top. And I just had a laptop and a dream in that moment. I didn't have like the fancy, things in the back. I didn't, which I dreamed of having this right before. And there were moments in my life where I felt like things were not going to happen, where I was implementing, and I didn't see the results, right? Um, and I was like just wishing and dreaming that I could have that first client, right? That was way before like even having my first design clients. Um, and there were moments like that in business. There are moments in which you can totally believe in yourself and um, be at that level where you are sold in what you offer. Or there's moments where you think that it's not possible, where you're not making progress, where you're feeling scared that you got to take the next step in your business, but you're scared of taking that next step because it's scary, because it's overwhelming, because it's frustrating, right? So the key here is to have these moments of doubts and fears and see that these moments are part of the journey, right? So if you can see back here, I have this little piece of uh, furniture where it says enjoy the journey. The thing doesn't let us see, but it says enjoy the journey, right? So sometimes we just have to like sit down, reflect on where we're at from the past, that where we were, and see and be grateful for the things that we've been able to grow and how we've been able to move forward past things. So now, just because it's part of the journey doesn't mean that you're broken, right? Doesn't mean that something is wrong with you if you're not getting those clients right now, right? It just means that you're human and you're having a human to human experience, right? And there's things that you don't know about getting clients, and then there's things that you might know but you're not implementing, right? So that like a business is not about a one piece thing, like if I just get this one thing right, or if I just learn this one thing, that everything is gonna like blow up and things are gonna like, oh, you're gonna have your first 10K month um, because you just figure out this one thing or this one secret thing that nobody else out there who's having the 10K months is not doing. Is that it's a connection of things. And that's why going back to these basic things really help you like really hone in like what business is really all about, and how you can be able to implement these things in your business to be able to have ease into getting more constant flow of clients, right? So, with that said, I want to tell you first how I got my first assigned client and how you can too. And even if you're not a designer, right, you can use these principles to get constant flows of clients, right? You can, like, these principles go across any industry, any, you know, things that you can provide or offer to your audience, right? So, I remember that I started back then. I had a new program that I bought for a business, and it was B School. I'm not sure if you know about it, but it's very popular. Marie Forleo's B School. I joined that group program because I wanted to learn more about marketing. I wanted to learn more about how I can, um, market more of my design business, and like really keeping up with my skills in selling and marketing as a web designer, right? Back then, I was showing up. I remember that I was showing up to some B School meetups. Of course, my my prices were very low back then. So it was kind of like a done deal when I got my first client. When I offered her that full web design for that price, I'm not even like, it feels awful to even say that I charged so low, but I felt good about it in the moment. Like, right? Pricing is really about how you feel in the moment. So like, it's not, and how you feel that you're helping other people, right? I have the one of the good things that I stand by in my business is that when I offer my services, when I offer my, like my, you know, what I offer to people, whether they're buying a, one-on-one service, whether they are coaching with me, is that that connection first has to be there, right? I always make sure that on that first call, we create that connection, because without that connection, I'm not going to be able to genuinely help you, right? If I don't have a connection, or kind of like a relationship in which I can trust you and you can trust me, there's no way I can feel that I can genuinely help you, whether it's to build your website, whether it's to help you take the next steps in your business, and have clarity on your business. I first need to be able to create that connection. So the following principles were the things that made that connection possible and that trust possible for my first client to say yes and hire me as a designer, right? And this is why I want to be able to focus on these four things and these four principles, because if you can really hone in on these things, then there's no way there's no way that you're not going to get clients, right? Because it selling now becomes a part of like you genuinely helping someone, instead of you like being in front of someone trying to sell your shit to someone who doesn't need it, right? It's like that's not really how we do things around here. We don't sell to people who don't need what you're offering. Okay. So, number one is I sought clarity for myself first, right? I first got really clear on what I love to do. If you know me, when I started off my business, I didn't start off with my web design business. I started off first with selling cute dresses online. I remember that the domain that I bought back then was called gorgeousbabe.com. So if you already know what that is, yeah, I was like just taking some dropship clothes, putting it on a website. And to be truly and honest, I didn't sell not even one clothing piece from that website. But I did learn how to like do the pieces of like creating the website, doing things on my own, learning the marketing around it, learning the strategy of messaging, right? And that wasn't the only website that I created. I created other ideas and other websites for different various business ideas, right? I was still looking for that one thing that so and so would make me more money. And what I realized is that um, if I didn't love what I do, it was going to be very, very hard for me to go all in on that thing and sell that thing. Right. So none of these things that I created at first, I loved. So I wasn't making any money online because I wasn't passionate about selling them to people. To the point here is that you won't sell something if you're not in love with what you're selling, right? You first have to like have a lot of clarity that you're doing what you love to do. And that's the very first step to having someone excited about buying from you, right? There's no way in a lifetime. Yeah, you can maybe sell something quick and get some money fast if like you're doing something like online and stuff. But if you want to create a long-term business and build a business that's built on relationships and built on genuinely helping other people, you really got to love what you're doing, because there's ups and downs in business. There's moments of frustration, and if you don't like what you're doing, you're just going to tap out and you're just going to leave, and you're just going to like just burn it all to the ground, because you're going to feel frustrated, you're going to feel overwhelmed, and you're going to feel like it's not worth it because you're not really enjoying helping other people with what you're doing or what you're offering. Okay. um the second thing is I let me just drink some water. I worked on being visible. This means after I was clear that I love designing and that it was the thing that lit me up, I went to on to be more visible, right? So I didn't just go to one meetup or two meetups back then for the B school. I went to various meetups. So I started going to these meetups where people who were like-minded entrepreneurs, people that I could hang out with them, that I could, build a relationship with them because they could be potential clients, then I started showing up there, right? And I shared with everyone and I spoke with everyone that I encountered with what I love to do and why I love to do it, right? So after I got really clear on what I love to do and why I love to do it, I started being visible and telling people about it, right? And at the end of the day, you can't expect to get clients if you're not doing your part to tell your clients what you do and how you can help them, right? It's just like the core of marketing right there. Like that's the core of marketing. You can't expect to have someone. I actually read a post the other day and I saved it. And I'm going to just read it to you, right? And I don't know who needs to hear this, but no one is buying from you because no one knows you exist. And that's it. And that's the issue, right? And the posts were by Chanel Lishley. Not sure. I'll probably post it in the group later on. Basically, that's the core of marketing. People need to know who you are, what you do, and why you love to do it and how you can help them, right? You just gotta be out there, be visible in any way that you feel comfortable in it. It doesn't mean that you got to do all the ways. Just pick one thing in which you want to start being visible, one platform that you want to start being visible on, and consistently do that over time, right? Number 3 is I built a genuine relationship, right? So if someone was interested in those meetups on what I did and I wanted to keep in touch with them, then I would grab their phone number, or I would grab their email, and then I will follow up with oh, let's have a coffee chat or a Zoom call, right? So I made it my priority to make sure I created a genuine relationship with them before I even went on to just selling to them, right? I didn't, but I also didn't leave it up to them to contact me. So that was the key here. You can't leave it up to other people to contact you. You got to make sure that I made sure that I had a way of contacting them, right? That I had a way of prioritizing them to create that relationship with them, right? Because you're the one wanting the business. You're the one needing, not needing, but wanting to help. So you have to take that first step forward before your clients can take that next step forward as well with you. Okay. So number 4, we want to offer helps. You want to offer the help your client needs and deliver exactly that. So you want to offer the help your client needs and deliver exactly that. Here's what made all the difference for her to say yes. So that very first client to say yes. I didn't just sell a design package to her. I offered her help in something that she was already overwhelmed and frustrated with, right? So she was already overwhelmed and frustrated about her website, how she couldn't, get the functionality up. Sorry, how she couldn't, bring her vision up to life. So what I offered her was not just a web design. What I offered her was to save her time, to save her money, and to save her peace of mind. And then I did that, right? I didn't offer just the web design package and here you're going to have this beautiful website, and at the end, of course, that would be the end result of the tangible results of what she's getting in my offer. But she's also getting much more than that. She's saving time because she's not frustrated doing it herself. She's saving money because now she's not going to go on to instead of her spending so much time on something that she's frustrated, now she has the energy to get in more money, to get in more clients, right? And then she also has the peace of mind that things are getting taken care of, and she can trust me that I can deliver exactly what I offered her, right? So even when I had never had a client before, I didn't have a proven process, which I have now, but I didn't have it back then when I had my first client. She still trusted me because she saw that I was clear on what I did, right? That was the first one. And then I dared to tell her what I offered, right? That was the second one. But I didn't just sell to her. I took the time to build that genuine relationship, number 3, right? And then I delivered on my promise, right? I offered genuine help and I delivered on my promise, right? So if you take these 4 things and you do exactly that, right? There's no way you're not going to start getting a constant flow of clients, right? So this is how I consistently get clients right now each month in my business. Even when I feel doubtful, even when I have the fears, even when there's like days that I don't feel in flow, these business principles, when I implement them, I don't feel that I'm clinging for clients or that I am, um, you know, dramatic around not having clients or, because I know that when I implement these 4 principles, they work. And they work not because it's a strategy or it's a kind of like a tactic. They work because my business is built on generally helping someone else, get the transformation that they want and the help that they need to move forward in their own business, right? So I want you to tell me in the comments, was this topic helpful? And which of these 4 business principles do you feel you need to work on more, right? To see like a constant flow of clients coming through your door. And if you do need like a deeper dive into these 4 principles, I am opening my coaching program, my new coaching program. It's called the Credible Expert Program. It is a 6-month program, one-on-one coaching program, where we will work together to help you establish yourself as a credible expert, start selling and start getting a constant flow of clients for your coaching, consultant, or course creating business. Okay. If this is you and you're needing help getting constant clients, I want you to book a free call with me to just get to know each other, and not just get to know each other. We're gonna, on these free coaching call, I'm gonna help you create a strategy of your next steps. And even if you don't join the coaching program, with this free coaching session, you're going to be able to, know your next steps in business and be able to move forward much, much faster if you're doing it rather than you doing it alone, figuring everything out alone. Okay. So I am so happy to be here. I'm so happy that you have joined this group. And if you're not watching in the group, please come and join us on Facebook every week on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We are here providing you with these training tips and amazing, just time together that we can generally connect and I can help you move forward. That's what I want you to do. Move forward in your business. All right. I'll catch you next Wednesday. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you. Bye-bye.